Hey everyone, welcome to Infinite Realms. Today I'm going to review Marvel Legends Retro Carded Avalanche. My Brotherhood of Mutants gets closer and closer to becoming complete with this acquisition. And yeah, let's admit, he's not the most dynamic figure ever in history, but he is Avalanche and he's an important part of the Brotherhood. So, without further ado, let's get this guy out of the plastic prison and see what's what. And here's Avalanche, fresh out of the box. And, he's a pretty basic figure. That's a tough one because, Avalanche, he looks pretty basic. They didn't give him an A anywhere on his outfit, which I'm like, that's a little disappointing, but I can live with it because I've seen him without the A on his outfit too, so it's a little give and take. I think if they just given him more stuff, it would have been better. So yeah, I'm gonna get into that in just a minute about stuff with Avalanche because he's kind of lacking in the stuff, to say the least. So yeah, that face, that's the major thing is the lips. It looks like they applied some, let's just be blunt, whore lipstick to Avalanche, which is weird. Why would you do that to poor Avalanche? Yeah, it's odd and it's strange, and I don't like it too much. If I was going to knock anything about the paint or the plastic, that'll be the one thing right there. It just does not work in any way, shape, or form. The thing is, though, if you look at the figure overall, there's not really a whole lot of paint. It's really just plastic molded into the color for the most part. Even the helmet's a separate piece. It doesn't come off, but it's a separate piece. So, yeah, I'm kind of wondering, they really didn't have to do a whole lot of painting here, so yeah, where did the money go? Did it all go to Spiral? Is that what happened? Because, if we get to talking about this wave, Spiral was definitely the one that had a lot of tooling. And it seems like they kind of skimped here. So maybe that's it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Okay, yeah, this is me being a little bit of a butt saying, Hasbro, you had something in your tooling library that would have worked perfect with this. Actually, would have worked even more perfect than it did with the Hulk. And, if we are being honest, from what we're told about toy manufacturing, the most expensive part is the tooling. That costs the most. That's why Marvel Legends keeps giving us repaints. And, some reuse I'm good with. It can work. This could have worked. This makes Avalanche that much more of a figure if he had something like this. Now, granted, we have it with the Hulk, but I think it works better with Avalanche, to be perfectly honest. I think if you had taken these green bits and maybe molded them in blue, that is the perfect way to show his powers going. This is just me talking. It seems like nobody thought of anything when let's just put Avalanche on the card and just be done with it. And it's like, man, you had a chance, And hey, we're trying to get the Brotherhood of Mutants together, and again, I just feel like Avalanche needed something to make his figure more dynamic and shine better. You're leaving pins on him, okay. We get there's going to be a bunch of pins because you're cheap. But, give us something with this. This is probably, I'm guessing, but I'm thinking this is probably the cheapest figure of the wave. He has 2 hands. That's all he's got. And, yeah, I don't understand that in this point in the game. Well, no, I do. It's Hasbro cutting corners. I do get it, but, I'm saying it shouldn't be something I get. Pure greed is what I'm seeing here. So yeah, this is a tough one because, you know, Avalanche is a character I've kind of wanted in my collection to round out my Brotherhood of Mutants at the same time. He's gotten some shit figures, to be very blunt about it. Do I think this is a great figure? No. Is it the best Avalanche figure that I can think of thus far? Yeah. Yeah, I gotta give that up. Maybe the 5-inch Toy Biz one. That might top it out. I'm not going to say that for certain. I'll go find a reference picture and see, but it seems like the one they did. I mean, my memory's fading, guys. I'm old, but it seems like the 5-inch Toy Biz one might have been a tolerable version. This is a tolerable version, but it's not a great version. It's gonna fill the void. Yeah, that's what she said. But it's not the figure we really deserve or want. And I don't think Hasbro's going to do that. I mean, how many Avalanches have they done? I don't think there's that many. I mean, yeah, that's a thing now, is that, you know, are they going to do another of these figures? And you can argue they probably won't. So for me, this one's tough because, I mean, again, it's Avalanche. What do you do? What can you do? You could have put A somewhere, like on his belt, something. That would have been a bit more dynamic. You didn't? Okay, fine. Fine, you didn't. Kind of wish you had. It would have been pretty interesting. Would have broke up the kind of plain Janeness of the figure a little bit. Again, a kind of rock accessory would have made this figure a lot more dynamic. And, you know, again, he is kind of plain. Again, he's a plain character. He's a one-trick pony. He's one of Magneto's minions. There it is. I mean, he's not, but yet Toad was able to get a great figure. So yeah, it's a little overpriced, but it's a good figure. I mean, it is a good figure of Toad, no matter how you slice it, which is kind of odd. Because I was not expecting that figure to be as cool as it was until I got it. And then I was like, wow, that's a lot cooler than I expected. Avalanche, I'm like, I don't know what I expected to be more of, but I expected there to be more. So my final thoughts on it, I mean, the articulation is pretty standard. I mean, it's what you would expect from Marvel Legends figures, so you can't knock that part. The sculpt's pretty good. I can't knock too much on that. And, you know, some people don't like the swirly kind of metallic look. I don't mind it so much on a character like this because it makes it look metal without too much of a shine. So I'm okay with that too. Again, I just needed more to make it more dynamic and more avalanche-y. I mean, for lack of a better, he's one of the earliest Brotherhood of Mutants. So it's like, you need to give him something, man. And we're almost done with that team. I mean, we've got the bulk of the team now. So, I mean, there's one more, and that one God, don't want to bite the bullet on the last one. And y'all know who I'm talking about, the big guy. But at the same time, it's that close. How many teams are we that close on with Marvel Legends? I mean, seriously. So, yeah, it does get to be a bother slightly. As for Avalanche, you know, he's kind of there. I mean, he's a 3-star. I mean, he's right in the middle. He's not bad, he's not good. He's there, he fills the spot, but he's nothing to write home about. Of course, some people are going to say, well, he's just Avalanche, man. And it's like, yeah, but you can do a good figure of one of those types of characters. It's been done. Very much so. In this very line. So, don't give me that. I mean, it can be done. It's just a question of, do we want to do it? And I feel like with Avalanche, they didn't want to. That's my feelings on it. So, that will wrap up this edition of Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, and I gotta be honest, I mean, I knew I was going to be disappointed with this figure, but having it in hand, it's a little more than I thought. But if you don't have an Avalanche, this is a good one to get to fill that slot in your collection. At least I feel it is, I should say. So, yeah, there's my real condensed thoughts. Alright, that's Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.